Hey, everybody, welcome to another edition of the America Guns and Freedom podcast with your host, me, the Yankee Marshal. As always, this is just an open chat between myself and my viewers. It's a place where you can come and ask whatever question you want, suggest whatever topic you want. I will do my best to address every topic, answer every question. And they don't have to be about guns. It can be about whatever you want. We talk about lots of things: guns, comics, cars, cryptids, wrestling, whatever you want to talk about. Then we're going to be doing a car chat here soon. I just need to get it set up. But feel free, ask what you want. And like I said, I'll try to answer any questions. If I can't answer a question, if it was a technical question, pay attention to the live chat. There's people over there that have a lot more knowledge about certain things than I do. So they might have the answer for you. So pay attention and participate over there in the live chat. Just build some friendships, build a sense of community. That's why we do this every day. So people have a place to come every day and talk to like-minded individuals about common interests. It's just a little bit of the day where we don't feel like we're on the outside. So make use of it. I usually start by reading orders that we received over the last 24 hours, but we haven't received any orders today over the last 24 hours. So I will just jump immediately to saying, hey, if you want to help support, why is that like that? There we go. If you want to help support the channel, you can buy merchandise like what I'm wearing right here. My Kindness and Shotguns Eeyore shirt. You can get that over on my webpage. You just go to tympistolproject.com. Like it says right here. You go over there. There's a link there. You can go to my Shopify page and get merch like this to support TYMPP, which I'll be making a video tomorrow to announce the TYMPP new recipients if we can get another judge to weigh in. Also, you can, from tympistolproject.com, you can enter some of the drawings we're doing right now. The knife giveaway for joining Patreon, the double super secret stock giveaway, the custom Marvin 1022 stock only, remember. But like I said, you can do that. And if you join Patreon, you can support the Pets and Vets program. If you want to support either or, but you want to be on a platform a little more gun friendly, you can join Subscribestar and you can support either TYMPP or Pets and Vets, depending on which tier you choose. And you can get yourself some nice patches and stuff. So on either Patreon or Subscribestar, we do a lot of patches. We do our deputy patches like this one right here. And we do over on Subscribestar right now, there's a tier where you'll be getting a special patch as they come out. Here's the first one, the corporal patch, and then there'll be a sergeant and a captain and then a special patch. So go on over there and do all that and possibly win yourself something very cool, especially if you enter the draw, join Patreon and enter the stock drawing. With that being said, let's get to the questions here. See if we got anything coming in. Today is the 16th. Colin Hepburn, he just joined the stock giveaway from the website. And Daniel Plunkett did the same. It tells me that it was a Pets and Vets Marlin stock giveaway when they donate through the website. So I actually know where things are coming from. I figured out how to do that a while back. Dale Rickety is alive and well, live. I don't know how well, but all he said was TYMP. He didn't even say I got nothing today. John Heasley chimed in and said, I'm going to try to keep both Patreon accounts active for as long as possible. I'll definitely keep the $50 one going. Please send me my stock. Well, you ain't won the stock, but don't spread yourself thin. That's one of the things that irritates me the most with especially like my channel. Too few people do too much, and too many do too little. If we could just get more people involved, everybody could just do a little and we'd be able to do a lot. But most people are just too fucking pathetic to get involved in anything. Anything that doesn't, further their own prejudices or biases or make them angry, they don't get involved. So when you're trying to do good, they don't get involved. Like Kathleen Madigan says, you're not going to get people to come and help with the animals by saying, oh, look at this poor little puppy. Someone needs to adopt it. She said, what you need to do is pick up a puppy And I should do this. I should pick up a puppy, get a gun put to its head, and say, if you all don't join Pets and Vets right now, I'm going to blow this puppy's brains out. I'll probably get more response. Of course, I couldn't do it because I'd be crying. I couldn't even think about shooting a puppy. Couldn't even think about it. But we're going to go ahead and do the drawing real quick here before we go any further with the questions, because I forgot. So people who've joined on Patreon today, we had 2 people join, Stephen Pearson, or Stefan Pearson, it looks like, and Somali 1 MK3 Mark III, Somali 1 Mark III, I guess what that says. And Paul Bidenbach upgraded his membership. And we got a free member joined too. I forgot what his name was. Johnny something. Hey, everybody, just going to interrupt myself here real quick and remind everybody that if you want to get into the cold steel knife giveaway while helping save a pet in need, go on over to TYMPpistolproject.com. There's a link in the upper corner, and become a Patreon supporter and get registered to win one of the knives. All the details are over there. And also, while you're over there, if you want to get registered to win the one-of-a-kind Marvin the Martian 1022 custom painted stock, you can do that while you're there. Also, now back to the entertainment. Not Johnny Butt Plug, somebody else. But let's do the drawing real quick for the cold steel knife right now. All right. The winner from the people who joined today, since there's only 2 of them, we knew it was going to be one of them, is Stefan Pearson. Stefan Pearson. Let me write that down so I don't forget it. Okay, and now, as far as people that have been entered in the last few days since we started this, let me go generate a number for that. Oops, I just lost my page. Hold on, I got to go back to my page. Stop, I keep going to the wrong page. The winner that has joined in the last few days during the contest is Donnie W. Donnie W. So I need to know from Stephen Pearson and Donnie W. what knife you want. And we'll give away the tough at the end of the chat tonight. So to one of the people doing the chats, super chats. All right, let's get back over here to where I'm supposed to be and get back to the questions. I got John Heasley there and Dale Ripley. Robin Napier donated, got an entry there to the stock drawing. So good on him. Johnny Mandrick chimed in and said, the car theft video was scary. Definitely a professional hit. Yeah, the way they disabled the camera and everything first, and then how quickly they broke in when you hear them break the glass, and then how quickly they were able to hotwire it or whatever and get it going. I'm sure it was some sort of computer thing. They probably plugged something into the computer and boom, and they were out of there. It was fast as fuck. And no evidence of who did it whatsoever. Like I said, they were professionals. Sean Bain chimed in, paid his $2 tithe to Phil, and said, go Team Beatus. Yes, Team Diabetes, that is. That looks like that's it for all the super chats tonight. We haven't got many super chats tonight, so let's get over to the emails real quick. We still got lots of chat time left. Well, that ain't the right button. If I hit the right button, we might get there faster. There we go. Okay. First email here came from Colin Hepburn, and he said, my little smooth fella now has a rough, tough, serrated twin. I think that's because he had a little tough. That's the regular blade. And he won one of the tough lights with the serrated blade we give away every day pretty much lately. When I remember. We also got from John Heasley, who basically said the same thing. He said his knife's arised. He actually won 2. He won a little spike and one of the tough lights with the serrated blade. So he got his 2 there. And he won another one from joining Patreon. So he's got another knife coming once I send the next batch. And then we got an email here from BB64, and he's showing his car, his little Porsche, and he's got his mouse gun sticker. Looks like he's on his fuel cap. Is that where that is, on the fuel cap? But such a nice car to put one of my things on. But most of the people who watch my channel don't have something like that. Most of them drive like an old 74 Ford, or like an old 80-something Tempo, something like that. Not that I'm slamming the Tempo. That car did a lot of people a lot of good, but I don't want one. I don't know about you. Especially not now. Not right now. That does it for the emails, I do believe. Let me make sure we're still caught up on the supers. Nope, Jeffrey Vaughn threw in a tithe to fill here and said, your car theft video would be great content for your totally not a backup channel. Yes, it would. I should park it over there. Should upload it over there. I haven't done that. I mean, I'll do that this evening. But yeah, I mean, I don't really do much over there, but because it's totally not just a backup. But yeah, when I got that video today, I was like, oh, at first I was afraid they were going to recover the car. But then after I saw it, I'm like, yeah, there's no way. Nobody's telling who did anything here. This was professional. It was orchestrated. It was professionally done. It was quick and efficient. I mean, if you want to see quick and efficient, go over and watch that video. You'll be surprised at how fast they got that done. Okay, hold on. Someone just sent me a thing saying, oh, you never posted a link. It's in my channel. It's on my channel. Get shareable link here. I'll put a link in here. There you go. Did that go through? Yes. Okay, that went through. All right. We got another super chat coming in here from Skidmark. Says, hello, peeps. Hey, you can't use peeps. You're a foreigner. That's our word. Peeps is our word. You have to say mates or cheerio friends or something. You can't say hello, peeps. Stop stealing our culture. That's cultural appropriation. Don't do that. Mad Dog said, did you make my shirt? Oh, no, I haven't done it yet. I gotta draw it. I started to do it last night, and I don't remember what distracted me. I think I went out and got a watermelon and cut it up and sat there and ate a watermelon. And then I spent the rest of the night pissing a lot. So what did I spend my night doing last night? I can't remember. I wasted a lot of time last night doing something out here. I don't remember what it was. I'm trying to figure out how to do a little engraving on a grip to insert a little pin into it that's actually shaped, like a pewter pin, spider shape, because I think I'm going to do venom on my car. How I always do a little thread on a little theme on my car. This is going to be the graphic I put right here. Well, why did that open up there? Hold on. Let me see if I can get this to open up properly. That's all EPS files that won't open. The one that won't open either. Well, hell, why can't I find? Here's the hood. This is what I'm going to do on the hood right here. I know nobody really asked, but that's going to be the hood of the car right there. Venom. And I got my little pop to put as my co-pilot of Venom. Let me see if I can find where the others are. I can't find it with the picture of the actual car included. There it is. Here, I can show you this. This is what the sides are going to be on both sides. Why is my mouse not coming over here? There we go. And this is going to, you saw the hood. This is going to be the side with the Venom graphic here. Ba-doom. So it's going to be a Venom car. I thought about Harley Quinn. I thought about Joker. I thought about Star Wars, but I thought Star Wars might make me look like a nerd, and I don't want to do that. So I went with Venom, so I'd look cool. But that's going to be my car design. I talked to him today about it. All right. Let's see where we're at. John Heasley just upped his membership. Stop. I told you, stop it. Let some other people do some stuff. What y'all should do, instead of upping your own stuff to where you're doing more than you should shame everybody else that doesn't do it. Just go on the peer pressure campaign to say, hey, you fucking losers, would it kill you to donate $2 a month to the Pets and Vets program? If everybody in here went and did it right now, we'd get back up close to 800 people probably. Over 700 though. After what have we done? 4 days now of this membership drive, we're up 2 patrons. So better than nothing, I guess. Well, we've lost some. That's why we're only up 2. We got some, we lost some. Let's see here. Where were we at? What was I doing on the questions? Did I get them all? I think I did. Yeah, I got Jeffrey Vaughn's. Mad Dog, I answered his, and I got on Skidmark for stealing our culture. So now I can move on to the live chat, see if there's anything coming up in here. The Hudson was in the 2010 decade. Good. I was right then. The Shadow 2 is in the time frame. That's good. Do the drawing. We did the drawings. So no, you didn't. They unveiled them at 2010 at SHOT Show. I don't think so. I think I saw them before that. And I don't think the first place I saw them was SHOT Show. I think maybe I acted like that, but I don't think that was the first time I saw them. I have to sometimes pretend things. It's like, remember just a while back when someone said, oh, what's this stuff that's coming out from SIG on the 17th? Oh, okay, tell us, do you have any inside information? And I had to say, no, I don't have any inside information. But then I followed it up by immediately saying, but I'm getting sick of people releasing AR-15s and acting like they just changed the gun world. So, I mean, I made it clear I knew what was coming out, but I couldn't tell you because I'm sworn to secrecy. Sworn to secrecy. So, yeah. So I do know things sometimes, but I just can't share it with you. We got a comment coming in from Samuel White. It says, stock and knife, please. And knife? Oh, you're greedy. Greedy. Let's see. I have to get rid of that there real quick. Paul, Shakira. I bet you never knew she could dance like this. She makes a man want to speak Spanish. So my car does not get stolen either. Yeah, pay tithe so your car don't get stolen. See, all he did is you paid his $2 tithe. Now, chances of his car getting stolen are very slim. I'm just not going to go anyplace anymore. I'm just going to stay home all the time. And if I do go downtown ever again, and I've learned this lesson in the past, and I said I won't do it anymore. I'm never going to go downtown and not park in a parking garage. But I didn't park in the parking garage, even though there was one literally probably 20 feet from my front bumper across the street. A little 2-lane street, across the bumper, the side entrance to one of the big parking garages is right there. I could have just drove another 30 seconds and been in a spot inside the building, but I'd had to pay $7 when I left. And I'm cheap. J.L. Gibson chimed in here. Let's see what he had to say. From Scotland with love. Oh, that's you can't be stealing our culture, though. You can't do that. That is no, you get canceled for that. I'm trying to prevent you from getting canceled. Y'all do cancel people over there in Scotland, don't you? Like if it turns out that you find out someone fucked a sheep. Well, not fucked a sheep. I think y'all do that normally, but they fucked like an ugly sheep, or they fucked some other man's sheep. You get canceled. And I think they do that over there too. So I'm trying to protect you. So he gave me some, I don't think it's funny money when he does it through here, just regular money. Then we got Paul Bidenbach. Hail Phil, I am right-handed, left eye dominant, trouble with aim. Should I train with my left hand shooting? I mean, you can, but I just adjust a little bit. But get yourself a red dot. That'll take care of the problem. But you can. I mean, you should, actually. I mean, I wouldn't try to make that my predominant shooting hand because you want to have every advantage you can get. And the dexterity and the natural pointing ability of your strong hand is going to be a benefit when you're shooting. But you always should practice weak hand shooting. You should be able to hit your target with your weak hand. Because what if something happens, your right arm is incapacitated? You're going to need to use your left hand to shoot and other things. So you got to practice some stuff with it. Now, I have a little bit of an advantage. When I was young, I was ambidextrous. I could do stuff right and left-handed. I could still pitch right or left-handed and hit right or left-handed. Was a switch hitter. That doesn't mean what you all think it means. But when I was a kid in school, I started writing with my left hand, and they don't allow that. So they would actually put a brace on your hand during your writing lessons and make you use your other hand. So, and then as I grew up, I always just wrote right-handed, and now I can't write with my left hand to save my life. I mean, I can barely do it, but I've never developed the skills to do it. I could probably write cursive better than I can print with my left hand, but still ain't going to be good. John Heasley chimed in, paid a tithe to Phil, and said, just trying to win a knife. You already won a knife. You've won 3 knives now. What's he mean trying to win a knife? He won 3. He chose the Tanto. This Warcraft Tanto. These are fucking nice. I mean, all the cold steel knives are nice, even the little ones. I mean, even the little ones like this one, that's a pretty nice little useful knife. I don't know if this is like for filleting or what this is. It's called the Finn Bear. It's got a little plastic grip on it. Great knife to be keeping in the car. But all the knives are nice. I really like this one. This one right here. Oop, that's a nice knife. The SRKC. Really, I like that one. I'm putting it back in right. And I can't cut myself again. I just got the Band-Aid off my thumb, so I got to be careful. Also like this one, the AD-10 Light. That's a nice knife. Excuse me. I got the burpees. Where was I? Oh, yeah, I was just reading that from John Heasley where he's pretending like he ain't won a knife. He's won a knife. Let's get over here. My Taurus GX4 lost the extractor spring in less than 27 rounds. Fantastic. At least it wasn't total loss at the range. The 38 Super did fantastic. Accidentally shot a 9mm out of it. I've put 9 in my 40s by mistake before. I did that. I tried to shoot 32s in a 380. I did that. I shot 1 or 2 of them, but then figured out why it was jamming. Same thing with the 40. But and 38 Super is no good. You didn't do no good with 38 Super. But his GX4 lost the spring. That's not good. Need to get you another extractor spring. Why you got to figure out why it popped out first. I mean, like how it got even popped out. Shut up and give me my new knife. Did you win a knife? Oh, he did win a knife. Well, you don't get it like now. it has to come in the mail. You do have to let me know which knife you want too first. You didn't even let me know which knife you want. And for people who did win a knife tonight, you send me an email that says knife winner in the subject line. If you won the tough, I'll see that over here. If you won one where you get to choose, you have to let me know which knife it is. If you win the tough, you get the tough. But the ones who win from the Patreon drawing, you got to let me know which knife you want. Like, do you want the Tanto? Do you want the SRK? Do you want the AD10? What do you want? Let me know. Sean Bain chimed in, says High Point has a pistol version of the 995. I'm not real familiar with what the 995 is, but I guess that's good. I don't know. My left eye's bothering me. Skidmark says the best way with farm animals is to stand at a cliff so they push back. That's true, because sometimes I'm betting they ain't as into it as you are. So you got to give them some incentive. Let's see here. Of course, lest they throw themselves off. Depends on who you are, I guess. Some of them just might decide to throw it off. Skidmark, Spudgun says, yeah, I heard that from a Welshman. Don't bring your European, would that be bigotry in here? I've never seen a place where white people can hate other white people. Or that's, of course, it's not as bad as Asian people that hate other Asian people. But good God, their racism, or not racism even, because they're all basically the same race. Their bigotry is in the open, unashamed, and very powerful. If you've ever been to Korea or any other places, Vietnam, you will experience it, and you'll be like, you will be, you come from America where you're like, yeah, people are racist. They try to hide it, but it slips out a little bit. You notice it. You go over there, it don't slip out. It's just their primary thought, their primary thing they say. They do not hide it at all. So it's shocking. It is very, very shocking. And this comes from me. And I've been down in the South when I was a little kid, and there were still signs on the water fountains that said whites only. They just painted over them. So I've seen some racism in my life, but not like you see in those countries, Asians hating Asians. They do not like each other. 995 is their 9mm carbine. Oh, I'm going to have to look that up. The High Point. I'm going to look up what you said. There's a handgun version of it. Let me. Model 919. Boop. Yes, I am over 18 years old. High Point carbines. Well, they got 10mm carbines. Well, no, they don't. You click on it, it doesn't show nothing. Why do you? Oh, wait, no, there is one. Okay, yeah, there's 10mm. A couple of them. You have to click another thing. Those yeet cannon things over there? I don't know if they're real yeet cannons. Okay, they do have a pistol version of it. You can put a pistol brace on it or a stock, whichever one you want to do, I guess. Pretty cool. Their carbines actually look pretty cool. I mean, wouldn't even know it. It could be in a sci-fi movie, and it would seem right like it belonged there. But that was Sean Bain saying the 995 is their 9mm carbine. I just looked them up, and it's cool looking. Let's see here. Where are we on the questions? I lost my place here. A TikTok prankster who sprayed the meat at Walmart with bug spray has been sentenced to 1 year in jail. I think he should be convicted for attempted murder. Well, I don't know if it would murder anybody or kill anyone, but yeah, he should have gotten more than 1 year. Can you show the knife choices pictures for the winner? Yes, I can. Here, hold on. Boom. Let me share this window. Here's the pictures of the knives for the winners. Up here in the corner, there's the Spartan. I think we still have one of those. Well, no, I think we may have given those away. We got the 8015s. This here's the Bird. It's kind of more like the Spyderco. This is the SR1, the 8010. I forget what this one's called. These are both, I like this one quite a bit. Forget what it's called, but I like that one quite a bit. And then there's some smaller ones. There's these ones. There's this one. There's the Tanto. That's really nice. These littler ones that no one's going to choose, I'll probably end up giving away during the chats. But that's the picture right there. So freeze on it and choose what you want if you won. Close the window. It ain't closing. There we go. All right. Let me get back over to the questions. Sorry to say the kitten I found at work has passed all. Don't tell me that. Good Lord. Why do you got to ruin my day? When did you get the Mustang? I got it on the 7th because it was, I can remember that because it was, no, not the 7th. Was it? Might have been the 7th. It was like just a few days after my car got stolen, and I went ahead and went and got it because they were doing the deals on the Fords, and I was pretty much assured by both the police and the insurance that if you don't see your car in the first 24 hours, 72 hours, you ain't gonna ever see it again. So as long as it don't come back, I'll be fine. So keep our fingers crossed. Pay your tithes to Phil between now and the 4th of next month so that he doesn't punish me by finding my car. That's just what I need. But he said, when did you get your Mustang? Thought you had to wait till Shukbaru was officially stolen before. Oh, they ain't paid me yet. I went ahead and just financed all of the Mustang, and I'll pay a big payment once I get my settlement on my insurance. I have like 40 days to make a payment up front, and they'll readjust the terms of the loan. So, well, the term won't change. So I got a good rate and everything anyway, because I got it from my bank. But when I get my payoff from the Subaru, part of it will go to Chase, and then the difference will go to me, and then I'll just give it to Chase to pay down the loan on the Mustang, like I paid a down payment. Jacoby B, when you going to get the new Canik Miami version? I wasn't planning on it, but I'll look it up here to see what it looks like. Let's see, Canik Miami. Whoa, that's ugly as fuck. Yeah, that is oof. That's ugly. Oof. Yeah, I am okay with people doing what they want to do with their guns, but that is ugly. Can I get a picture of it open here? I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. If I can find one that isn't blurry as fuck. Here's the Miami one. Here, hold on. Let me share the image. That's the wrong button. Here we go. Share screen, window, boom. There's the Miami Caniks. I don't know which one's uglier. Ooh, well, the daytime one, the white one, that's uglier, I'm pretty sure. I could almost get behind the black one as I look at it. I don't know why they didn't do a palm tree on the black one. Why is it missing a palm tree? I like the little pink accents and stuff. The black one I could almost live with. The white one, I don't think so. Don't think so. All right, let's get back over to the chat here. Where was we? You should make a Roger Rabbit car. I'm not a big Roger Rabbit fan. In fact, I've never seen the movie. The British has been using peeps as slang for people longer than the U.S. No, you haven't. And the cultural appropriation stops speaking a mutated version of our language. Oh, I think we did it first. I'm pretty sure we did it. That's why it's called American. You all just changed it to English, I guess. I don't know how it happened. I'm just sure that's what Donald Trump told me. Just like I was watching something from the other day, and he's like, I don't know about you, but I've never seen a wind farm in China or a windmill in China. and they're killing it. They don't see a single wind. China has like more wind turbines in their country than every other country combined. They have huge wind farms. That's one of the reasons they're killing it with energy and everything, because they've really, really dedicated themselves to clean energy. In fact, a lot of people thought when America pulled out, China and them would stop doing it too, but no, China just kicked into gear. So yeah, maybe you haven't seen it because you ain't looked, because you're solely ill-informed. Alexa, silence. Hey, Yank, when your car got jacked, did they get your G20 also? No, it was sitting here on my table waiting to be cleaned where Caden had shot it. So I guess Phil wasn't being totally pissed at me. News outlets here are griping about a 65% increase in teenagers carrying guns in Florida from 2002 to 2022. That just tells me that these kids' parents were unfit to have kids. Wait, why would they be unfit to have kids if their kids are, are they legally carrying guns or illegally carrying guns? Like at 18, you can a lot of times legally carry. So what are they actually including? They're talking about kids getting busted with guns. Well, that doesn't tell me nothing except that they've started keeping more statistics on how many kids get caught with guns. There's no such thing as ugly sheep. Do you have all three of the main samurai bladed weapons? The Tanto, the Wazakasabaji, and the Katana? No, I only got one of them. I got that wasabi or whatever it's called there in the middle. I said it before the drawing, then won. Oh, well, that's why you didn't tell me what you wanted then, I guess. Yeah, I heard that from, I saw that already. I read that. I plan to try to replace the extractor spring and hope it was just an assembly fuck up at the factory. I didn't register the gun when I bought it with Taurus because I don't register. I don't think you have to. You can still get it fixed. Just trying to win a stock and knife. Don't forget the hammer forged on the third stock. Do you have room for the bear and rabbit? I could probably do the bear and rabbit, but I don't know what we're going to do yet. Been to Thailand. The Alaskan natives are more bigoted, racist than any of the Asians. Why are Alaskan natives in Thailand? That's what I want to know. The Japanese forcibly relocated Koreans to mainland Japan at gunpoint, and Koreans still face overt discrimination in Japan. Yeah, Japanese people hate Koreans. Koreans hate Japanese people, and they hate Chinese people. And Chinese people hate Japanese people and Korean people. Was the car towed away? No, it was not towed. It was stolen. I thought it was towed at first, so you got some fake news at first, but that was because of my own mistake. In Britain, the Scots hate the English, the Welsh hate the English, and the Northern English hate the Southern English. That's why we're such a tolerant nation, because everybody hates everybody. We'd be in a constant state of civil war if we weren't so tolerant. I think it's just that you're mostly all drunk. You're drunk most of the time, or bloated on boiled food, and it's always rainy, so no one can go to war on a rainy day. So wait till August 2nd or 3rd and see you shit a brick. You better not. That's why I'm telling everybody, pay your tithe to Phil between now and the 4th. Don't fuck me. I live in Miami, and any gun representing my city must obtain the following 3 colors: tangerine, orange, aqua, and magenta. Well, it had aqua and magenta looking there. I didn't see any tangerine. It might be on there, but I don't remember seeing any tangerine. I think that's it. And I think we're out of time, too. I think we're actually past out of time, but I wanted to get all the chats if I could. Let me make sure we're still caught up with everything, that I didn't miss any super chats or emails. Don't see any. And we're all caught up there. So thanks, everybody, for coming. I appreciate it. Thanks for those of you that keep the comments rolling and keep the conversation going. Always appreciate it, so I don't got to try to think of things to say. Special thanks to those that help support our programs, who help support the channel. It's very appreciated, especially these days. When I can't make money through YouTube, we got to do it somehow if we want to fund our programs. So thanks for that. I will see everybody again tomorrow. Until then, remember, always carry and stay safe till I see you again. Hey everybody, Yankee here. Before we go, I just want to take a second to remind everyone that this channel is 100% viewer funded. We don't take a penny from advertisers, retailers. We don't take money from political organizations. There's no one telling me what I need to tell you. Everything that we do is done through the generosity of our viewers, either buying merchandise or becoming a patron or a Subscribe Star member. You're all the ones that support Pets and Vets and TYMP. And that's the reason I can stay true to myself and loyal only to the people who watch my channel. And I can spend my time talking about what I want to talk about, telling what I think needs to be said, and giving you my uncensored take on things I think you need to hear. So if you'd like to help keep things that way, please support the channel by becoming a patron, a Subscribe Star supporter, or just going over to my web store and buying some merch. The links are all in the upper corner of this video.